Hi beautiful and welcome to my channel. Today is a good day because I'm about to try a foundation that I am beyond excited about. This is my most expected foundation release of 2025. I am pumped for this one. I want it to work. I want to love it. I want it to become a favorite. I have very high expectations and so I cannot wait to put this on my face. I am, of course, as you saw in the title, talking about the new Prisme Libre, Prisme Libre Glow Serum Foundation from Givenchy. Givenchy. Everyone always tells me I don't know how to pronounce Givenchy, but maybe I just read it in Spanish. Givenchy. Anyways, I'm elated about this new Givenchy foundation. I ordered my Givenchy Prisme Libre Glow Serum Foundation in the shade 2C, and I gotta say, I haven't opened it. I don't know if it'll match or not, but I was having a very hard time on the Sephora website finding a shade for myself from this foundation. Do you guys know how at the Sephora website and many other websites, they have the foundation finder and you can input a foundation that you already own and love and matches you, and it finds the same shade in whichever foundation you're looking at. So I was looking at this foundation and I put in my shade for Pat McGrath, I put in my shade for Valentino, I put in my, I don't know how many I tried. I put in my shade for like 6 different foundations that I love, and every time it said match not found. So I just went with the shade 2C. We'll see, okay? We'll see if it matches, fingers crossed. Here is what the foundation looks like out of the box. It has a glass packaging and a plastic cap. It looks very luxurious and also very serious. I have moisturizer on my hands. Oh my god. Maybe you need a password? Alohomora. Oh my god. I did it. Here is what the foundation looks like capless, and you might just see it capless for the rest of this video because what the hell was that? Oh my god. Now it's fine. Mine was just really somehow stuck on there. Okay, hopefully it doesn't happen to anybody else. But here's what the foundation looks like out of the box. The color, by the way, I think will be a hit. I think this color should work for me. Take a look, by the way, at the detail on the cap. It has the Givenchy logo on there. Very pretty. Now let's see what Sephora has to say about this foundation. The price was $61 and this foundation is supposed to be hydrating. It's got hyaluronic acid, a natural finish, non-comedogenic, medium coverage, long wearing. It says it is a lightweight, hydrating, non-comedogenic skincare infused foundation with a natural finish and buildable coverage that blurs and improves skin over time. It has micro hyaluronic acid which provides long-lasting hydration, ceramides yuzu extract which visibly plumps the skin, prismatic light technology which provides 24 hours of blur and enhance skin's natural radiance, and then it is free of parabens, formaldehydes, and all of these ingredients I'm going to put on the skin for you to read if you're interested. This hydrating serum infused foundation suits all skin types. It offers a long-lasting blur for a smooth and flawless finish all day. It is powered by micro hyaluronic acid, ceramides, etc. and it leaves skin visibly plump, bouncy, and deeply hydrated even after you take it off. It says the foundation provides up to 24 hours of wear, 24 hours blurring power, and in a clinical test, 25 volunteers noted correction, perfection, and glow. There's even more clinical studies that they're sharing at the bottom of the page on the Sephora website, but the results I'm reading kind of seem a bit subjective to me. Let's see what the texture of the foundation is like. Seems to be creamy but still on the thinner side. This color, you guys, I'm very excited about it. This color might just be actual perfection for me. So if we are shade twins, 2C. And we'll see how this foundation covers this situation on my left cheek today. I have very, very high hopes for this one. The texture looks lovely. This color looks incredible. And I'm going to apply it with a brush. I'm going to use my LC03 brush from Refer. And let's go for it. That was just whatever was left from that pump on the back of my hand that I just applied to this side of my face. That looks very pretty. The redness looks like it's pretty covered. I love me a glowy finish hydrating foundation that is thin, that is long lasting, and that has a medium coverage. It's my favorite type, which is why I have such high hopes for this foundation. I truly hope that it doesn't change throughout the day. Of course, I'm going to be doing a wear test today. I really hope that it doesn't dry down. I want that long-lasting hydration that it's claiming to take me through the next 9 hours. It is noon right now, by the way. I left my phone on my bedroom charging, but it's noon right now, so we will wear this foundation for 9+ hours because I'm going to take it off after I put my baby to bed tonight. And this is what we're looking like so far. The color, Chef's Kiss, I did a good job picking it online. I'm just gonna do 1 pump over here. I think I'm going to end up doing around 3 pumps for the whole face. We'll see how much I can spread this one. I'm going to use it for my nose. And it is blending really nicely with the brush. They were suggesting a Sephora collection brush to go along with your purchase when you bought this one. So I figured a brush would be the best way to apply it. As you can see, it evened out my skin instantly. It has had 0 streaks throughout the very easy application. And the coverage is definitely a beautiful medium coverage. I'm going to just do like half a pump for my forehead because my forehead does not have redness like the rest of my face does. So half a pump should be enough. And so check it out. Here's what it looks like freshly applied. 0 disappointments so far. I continue to be very excited about it. All I put underneath the foundation, by the way, was my Magic Cream and my Magic Eye Rescue from Charlotte Tilbury as my moisturizer and primer. Now, I do own the Givenchy Prisme Libre Skin Caring Concealer, but I'm going to need Givenchy to come up with a Prisme Libre Glow Serum Concealer to go with this foundation, because this concealer, even though I like it and I can make it work, is a bit, like, just a tiny bit too thick for my sweet spot. You know, it's like just a bit too matte for me, and I want a concealer from Givenchy that is as hydrating and glowy looking as this foundation is so far. That would be wonderful. With that said, I am going to use that concealer today because I want to use as many Givenchy products as I own, which is not that many, but I have a few. So I'm going to apply a little color corrector. This one is from Tarte before I go in with the concealer. And I'm just going to tap it right where I placed it. And then, because I don't want to apply too much concealer, I'm going to just put some of this Givenchy concealer on the back of my hand here. And from there, I'm going to pick it up with a brush. I'm just using the BK Beauty A506 brush. So I'm just going to work the concealer into it and then just dab it right under the eye. And the concealer color I have is W110. I'm going to add a little right here. And underneath my brows. I'm finishing up my concealer application by just pressing it in where I applied it with the brush. And I'm doing that with this Tear foundation puff thingy because, and I have a very specific reason why I'm doing it with this puff, and that is because I don't want to get up and wet a sponge. So the puff it is. And I did want to press it in because I didn't love the way it applied just with the brush. And I told you guys I have a little beef with this concealer because it's a bit too matte. So I'm trying to just make it work as best as I can make it work for me. I feel like a true testament to how a foundation or concealer looks on you is the front camera of your iPhone, because it can sometimes be cruel. I feel like sometimes the front camera of your iPhone enhances details that should not be enhanced. I'm going to show you what it looks like with the front camera of my iPhone because I'm that impressed with what it looks like so far, and I haven't even powdered it yet. I'm going to powder things with the reformulated Prisme Libre powder from Givenchy in 03 Voile Rose, which I have a mini one right here with me. And I'm going to grab a small triangular puff to work in the powder. So I'm going to just grab some from here, or a lot. That was a lot. But you guys know my technique. We gotta dab it off. See how much came out? Dab it off, work it in, dab it off. And only then can we press it on. I'm gonna grab some more. And this powder has a bit of a glowy finish to it. It's not fully matte like it used to be. But I also don't think it's texture enhancing at all, so I don't actually mind the reformulation as much as I thought I would. Here is powder versus no powder. And let me just make myself even over here. Let's keep going. I'm going to do pretty minimal makeup for the day because I really don't have anything exciting happening. So to finish things up, I'm going to contour with my Rare Beauty liquid contour that I'm still loving. And I love pairing a foundation review with this liquid contour because it really doesn't change the texture of what's underneath at all. I'm going to use this Ravi Beauty Lip Renewal Treatment Oil, which I have been loving, by the way. I've been using this for a couple of weeks just to hydrate my lips, which are unfortunately extremely chapped at the moment. Winter is doing a number on them. I said I'm going to use as many of my Givenchy products as I can. So this is the Prisme Libre blush in shade 2, the Feta's Rose. I'm just going to pick it up with a brush and apply it to my cheekbone. That looks lovely. And maybe just some mascara to finish it up. Mascara is on. I must admit this foundation is making me feel flawless. And you guys saw the situation on my face when I started filming this video, but I feel flawless, okay? I feel beautiful. I feel natural. I feel hydrated. The coverage is perfect. I am very, very excited for this wear test and for this foundation. I feel like I found one that is going to become a favorite. I have a feeling. In a little while, I'll step outside with my phone and show you what this foundation looks like in natural lighting, and I'll continue to check in throughout the day so we can see how it's wearing. Okay, so I am glad I came outside. This is where I get the best lighting, right under my Porsche. First of all, it is a beautiful day out. Let's just get that out of the way. The foundation is looking mighty, okay? It's looking spectacular. Also, it's been like 3 hours. It's like 3 o'clock right now. So check it out. Up close and personal in the natural lighting. I'm very impressed. I am super excited, and I will check back with you guys later, but I think we have a winner. We might just have a winner. It is 5:28. I don't know if I can do this outside. It's 5:28, guys, and check it out. It is looking fabulous still here in the sunlight. Let me see if I can find... No, maybe. Okay, check it out here. I am loving. Take a look. Here's what it looks like after 9 hours and 20 minutes or so. It's 9:20 right now, which means I've had this makeup on for around 9 hours or so. And here's what it's looking like. I will say the only thing that's bothered me all day is this freaking mascara that keeps transferring. I'm wearing the Pat McGrath mascara, which used to not transfer on me, but now it does. And then the fact that I do find that the concealer that I put on is a bit dry on me, which I told you to begin with. But the foundation, I think the foundation looks pretty nice for 9 hours and 20 minutes of wear. It's definitely a long wearing foundation because it is wearing beautifully everywhere I applied it. It did change a little bit throughout the day on me. It's not as glowy as it was when I first applied it. It has more of a natural finish now, but it never at any point made me look dry, and that is definitely a win in my book. I have felt really good about this foundation all day. I must admit, I have no complaints about it. My pores are not enhanced. The coverage lasted nicely. It didn't dry me out. It didn't create any texture. I think I've looked really natural all day, and I'm honestly quite impressed. Oh, I love the color I chose for myself as well. 2C was definitely the way to go. Upon this first review and these first 9 hours of wear, I can tell you that I think I found a new favorite foundation. This is exactly the type of finish and coverage and formula that I love in foundations. It's worn beautifully all day, and the only extra test I want to make is on a day where I don't have as much redness as I did today. I want to try and wear it even less, like maybe 2 pumps for my whole face, maybe even 1.5 to 1 pumps for my whole face, and see if that looks even more natural and if I can make that work for myself, and whether or not that amount of foundation would cover my redness, just to see if it can get to looking even more natural than it does today. But I gotta say, like, the only place where I find I look makeup-y at all is underneath my eyes and right here where I applied a little bit of concealer. The rest of my forehead, like my cheeks right here, like the rest of my makeup looks honestly pretty flawless. So I am very impressed. Upon this first review and these first 9 hours of wear, this foundation to me is a 10 out of 10. I think this is the first time ever I give a foundation or concealer a 10 out of 10 upon reviewing it for the first time. I always have something to deduct points for, but I honestly can't complain about anything at all. I can't complain about a single thing about this foundation, and so I absolutely love it. If you've been thinking about it, I highly recommend it. And if you are interested, I do have it tagged right here on the video, and I also have it linked down below in the description box. Whenever you shop for my links, it helps out my channel, and I am so confident in recommending this one to you. The wear, the coverage, the finish, how natural it looks and feels. This is a 10 out of 10, and I'm super excited that I purchased it, and I cannot wait to continue wearing it. If you guys liked today's video, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up. Before you leave, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye.